the doors open to the magic box to another tranquil and serene morning in the Spanish capital. That was until this man arrived. Rafael Nadal made his return to Madrid, where he lifted the Ion Turiak trophy a year ago. There is no greater sporting icon in this part of the world than the world number one. Nadal faced a potentially tricky match against Argentina's Juan Monaco in round 2, but the world number 56 has only ever beaten the Spanish sensation once, and that was on a hard court 7 years ago.
Some ferocious forehands from Nadal there.
Having barely broken sweat in the first set, incredibly the second was looking even easier for Nadal. It was beginning to look like Rafa's public would only get a brief glimpse of their hero.
First couple of games were tightly contested, but in the end, just a little too solid, both physically and especially mentally, for his good friend.
Tomas Berdych played his first match since a disappointing final by his standards in Huarash. The Czech looked to bounce straight back against fellow big server Kevin Anderson. Having raced to the first set in a tidy 25 minutes, the sixth seed was disavowing all knowledge of his loss to Carlos Berlocq on Sunday with a clinical performance.
Good length on the approach. We've been pretty pleased with that, but Berdych was ready and waiting.
Berdych dispatched the South African comfortably in the second set with a 6-4 scoreline. After the announcement of the birth of Roger Federer's twin boys, his replacement in the Madrid draw, Lukasz Kubot, was also celebrating with a 3-set win over former world number 6, Gilles Simon. Back on Manolo Santana Court, the home crowd saw a second Spanish success of the day as Feliciano Lopez edged out 15th seed Mikhail to tee up a third-round match with man of the moment, Dominic Thiem. The final match on Sanchez Vicario Court served up another upset. Barcelona finalist Santiago Giraldo saw off 11th seed Jo-Wilfried Tsonga for his 4th win against a top 20 player this year. In the second round last year, Grigor Dimitrov recorded a landmark victory against Novak Djokovic. This year threw up a somewhat less daunting prospect of Romanian qualifier Marius Copil. But any complacency was soon snuffed out when Copil began dreaming of a scalp of his own.
What a shot!
Despite going a set down, the 12th seed wasn't afraid to turn on the style for the Stadium 3 fans as he looked for a foothold in the match.
Oh, what a shot! Hot Dog City! We knew it was coming. That's got the Bulgarians fired up.
Neither player gave an inch in the third set. After an unbelievably tight tiebreak, it was Dimitrov who did just enough to win the Battle of the Balkans.
It's a hard-fought victory for Dimitrov, and today he hits it dead deep.
Andy Murray took to court in the evening session for his first match on the ATP World Tour since March. The Scot wasted little time as he set about moving past Nicolas Almagro.
Always been one of Andy's greatest strengths.
With Murray having won the first set 6-1, suddenly there were shades of the previous night as Almagro came back from a breakdown to take a firm grasp on the second set.
Oh, I mean, that was just simply awesome.
The Spaniard took set 2, but that's where the parallels with Dominic Thiem ended. 7th seed Murray gained a crucial break at just the right time to see off any threat of another shock.
And it's a disappointing end to the match for Almagro. Murray gets it done. It was the strangest of matches, though.
There won't be much time for today's winners to reflect on their achievements. They'll all be back in action tomorrow. 8 third-round matches take place across 3 courts, with 16 men looking to book their place at the Mutua Madrid Open quarter-finals.